So I had this really, 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 really close call one time. So I had the purple crusher. This is when I was brown man. I was working with Aaron. So we was actually crushing. So one of our cylinders, the top, had blew off, right? So we immediately stopped, shut it down, put it down, so the boss man, he immediately came and got it, picked it up. So as he, as he picked it up, we followed him back to the yard. So, and we, we waited for a little bit, let some, let the hydraulic fluid, cool down a little bit before we actually do it, because it was hot. The hydraulic fluid was hot. So we let it cool down. So there for a minute, I started climbing up there. So I started, disconnecting the hoses and stuff and unloosening the bolts and everything. That way, so that way we could put a chain around the cylinder. That way we could hold the cylinder up. Okay, so I did all that right there. So we got the cylinder, we got it to stand up straightly. We put the chain around it. That way, that way once we unloosen the bolts, the chain will hold it as it just slowly starts dropping down. Okay, so we finally get it off the cylinder. I mean not off the cylinder, but we finally get the cylinder off the crusher. So we got it off the crusher. So I end up rearranging the chain around the cylinder, right? And so I had one of the other guys. He picked me up with the forklift. I was standing on the pallet on the forklift. So he picked me up there. I did all that, rearrange the chains and everything, make sure that it was tight, make sure it was, stable enough that way we could pick it up with the loader and swing it out. So I did all that there, and he, the loader driver, he picked it up, he swung it out. And as he was swinging it out, I was being lowered down on the forklift. And man, soon as he swung it out, the whole entire cylinder just repositioned itself and just slipped completely out the chain, broke the chain completely. And as the chain, and as the chain started unraveling itself, I could see the cylinder just slowly just starting to come down. And before y'all know it, man, that cylinder had just let go. I mean, it just let go, because these damn cylinders, y'all, they are heavy. They are heavy. You're talking about like almost 1,000 pounds, man, with these damn big ass cylinders. So as the cylinder let go and the chain broke, y'all, man, as I got down to the ground and I'm about to get ready to step off the pallet. As soon as I stepped off the pallet, y'all, that damn cylinder, man, came 2 inches from bashing me right in my head, y'all. Bashing me right in my head, man. When that damn cylinder hit the ground, man, it shook the ground and put a crater, put a small, maybe a basketball-sized hole crater in the concrete, y'all. I was like, whoa. I actually felt the breeze from that cylinder as it just said, it was so fast, so quick. It was like just a split second. As soon as I just put my head down for 1 second, just so I could step off, there go that damn cylinder, y'all. Boy, man, that was the closest encounter I ever had in my life, y'all. Man, that shit right there scared the hell out of me. Man. Then when it did happen, the boss man, his eyes got so big. He was like, gee, man, are you okay, dude? Are you all right? I was like, yeah, man, I'm cool, man. He's like, did it hit you? Did it nick you? I was like, nah, man, didn't even touch you. And saying the boss man, he was like, man, that damn thing was 2 inches from your head. I was like, yeah, I know, dude. I felt the breeze of it. I felt that breeze of it. And he was like, wow, man. And I was like, man, them goddamn cylinders are heavy. He was like, yeah, no shit. Man, and ever since that happened, we have found different ways of tying up these cylinders now to where to make sure they are secured up there and secured on the chain. That way, once we do swing them out, they don't, you know, so that they don't fall and kill somebody, man. Because, like I say, man, them damn 1,000-pound cylinders, man. I mean, them damn things, they will crush you, man. They will crush you. Cause see, it's like this. It's like this. Once you're away from a distance, the cylinders, they don't really look all that big. They really don't. So as soon as you walk up to them or you climb up there on the top where the cylinders at, you actually see how big they are and how, and you know what I'm saying, how tall they really are. I mean, man, whew, boy, that was a very, very close encounter right there. Very close. I had another one. I had another one prior to it. I was actually cutting off this Cadillac converter off this one car. So I finally got the first piece cut. I finally got the back piece of the pipe of the converter cut. Okay. So as I got done with it, I put the, you know what I'm saying, I went back, I turned back around, put the Cadillac converter cutter up, and I walked up under the car. Not knowing that that cat was gonna, you know what I'm saying, break itself loose, because the car shifted. As I was walking under, the car had shifted a little bit, and the Cadillac converter just kind of like just popped off a little bit. And as I was walking up under it, right there where I cut the second piece at, it snapped. And man, as soon as I walked past it, it grabbed the back collar of my shirt and slid it all the way down to my ass. So my shirt was literally just cut all the way open, y'all, just from that cat right there. Now just imagine what would have happened. Just imagine what would have happened if that thing really did touch me like that. I mean, if it really just grabbed me like that. Just imagine how deep that cut would have been. Because, man, I mean, we all know once you do cut metal at a certain angle, that metal is like sharp as a razor, man. I mean, it's sharp as a razor. It's been times I done slit my wrist open. Well, not on purpose, but you know, on accident. I done slit my wrist open. I done gashed open my fingers. I mean, man, there's other people that done had Cadillac converters fall and then cut them right there on their leg. Cut them straight through their blue jeans and everything, man. And they got a big old gap right there. I'm like, man. Whew, man. Like I tell somebody, man. I mean, like I tell some people, man. The job that we in right here, what we do every day, this is a dangerous job. This is not no rookie BS job right here, man. I mean, because anything can literally just happen. Anything can happen. I could be bringing a car to Mario, and then all of a sudden, if I set the car up there, maybe something's going to drop down there and hit him on top of the head while he's working. So I have to watch out for all that stuff there too. You know, when I am, when I am picking up cars. So I do have to watch out for Mr. Mario. Really do. All right, man, y'all give me a scissor. So I had somebody ask me, did I crush the car with the chickens in it? Yes, we did. We did crush the car with the chickens in it. But man, that was some of the most grossest stuff, seeing squares out them damn cars that they was getting crushed. I mean, man, you could just smell the funkness in the damn air from them damn chickens, man. I mean, it was foul, man, foul. And then, because I did mention a lot of green stuff was dripping from the chicken heads and the bloated chicken bodies and stuff. Man, when we actually put one of the cars in the middle of two clean cars, I mean, man, you could just see all that green stuff just oozing out, and it's a real awful smell. I mean, just awful. You're like, man, how can you do that? Or how can you stand by that while it's crushing? I mean, to be honest with you, I didn't even stand by that crusher, man, when he did crush that car. I never stood by them. Them 3 chicken cars, no. No. Because the smell was just too unbearable, man. I mean, I got a strong stomach. You know, a lot of bad smells don't really bother me. But that right there, that bothered me a lot. It bothered me a whole lot, man. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. I thought I was gonna have nightmares of crushing chickens, man. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, man. I'm dead serious, too. It was just, man, I mean, I like going different places, you know what I mean, and you know, crushing different stuff, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. I mean, I done had cars where they had, you know what I'm saying, pieces of dead dogs in the trunk, dead cats, dead possums, raccoons, you know what I mean? I done crushed a lot of dead animals in cars and had a lot of bad smell with them, especially going to the salvage yard or something, where they got where they got all their cars just sitting back there in the back, just stacked up for months and months. Yeah, you get a lot of baby raccoons in the cars and all kind of other stuff, man. And then by the time you get ready to crush it, you see the mother come running out, but the babies, they still up off in there. Shit, it ain't like we can go up off in there and get them out. I ain't sticking my hand nowhere in no damn car with no damn wild animals. Hang that up, man. But then I had somebody else ask me, have I ever flipped over a crusher? Yes, I have flipped over a crusher. I flipped over the purple crusher in Bowie, Texas. Flipped it over on its backside. I made a video of it when I was out in Cayuga, Texas, crushing the classics. I even went around the whole crusher. I showed the big old crack in the back of it, where the crack is still there, man. And the way that crusher flipped over, y'all, it flipped over in so much of a slow motion that it seemed like it took forever for it just to fall over, man. I mean, that crusher there, that was my first crusher I had when I started crushing cars with the company that I'm working with now. 15, 16 years ago. And see, back then we had a remote to that one, and you know what I'm saying, had the whole 9 yards, you know what I mean? And man, I can still remember Aaron, he was a loader driver at that time, so he went to go pick up a 1980 square body Chevy truck. He went to go pick it up. He stuck it up off in there. After I finished draining it, drained the gas out of it and everything, didn't have no motor, no rear end, no front end, no none of that. So after I finished draining, he picked it up, he stuck it off in the crusher, you know what I mean? And as he stuck it off in the crusher, so he pushed in the door. And as he pushed in the door, the crusher just let go, y'all. It just went over. And I'm thinking that at that time, the crusher was maybe sitting at a real bad angle on the hill, which none of us knew about. So you know what I'm saying? So and that's just, basically, that's just how it happened, y'all. That's just how that happened right there. You know, it was just in a bad position, bad area, and bam, that just happened, man. It just happened. You know, and at that time then we had Flacco working with us. That was Kenny, because all 3 of us actually came back from the same, we actually came from the same junkyard to the crushing yard to where we at now. You know, me and Aaron, we came first, and then maybe 6 months later, Flacco came, and then that was the time it got flipped over, man, in Bowie, Texas, because about that time there, the control didn't work at that time for some reason, so Kenny, he was doing it manually. And man, when that crusher fell over, y'all, he was holding on to that crusher for dear life, like he's really finna save a 60, 70, 80,000 pound metal machine, like you really finna hold it up. No, homeboy, no, man, it ain't finna happen that way. Y'all hold up a second. Man, I wanna crush that truck. I wanna crush that Ford truck right there. Man, y'all, they bringing in these cars left to right now, man. They are bringing them in left to right. Oh, man. Whew, wait. Boy. Man. Whew, man. Well, I tell y'all, man. This morning, spent what? About an hour and a half changing the oil this morning on my loader. Because we couldn't even get the damn filter off because the filter was put on so damn tight. Man. Then I shaved something. Then I shaved some skin off my damn knuckle. And my knuckle feel like it's just one of this bleed to death right now. Oh man, so y'all check this out here. So yesterday, man, I'm on my way to the yard, and we made our way to the yard. So me and Mario, we go back in the back to unload drums. I see my boss man Jared, he's sweeping, right? So all of a sudden, he pop up with this big old bag of weave. To my hair weave. Big old bag. He gonna tell my G, I got some hair for you. I was like, man, what the hell you talking about? He was like, G, we all know you're losing your hair. I said, man, you ain't got to tell the whole damn world. You know what I'm saying? And then he said something. He's like, how you put this on anyhow, sir? Tell me how you put this on. Man, I'm screaming happy birthday out to Anna Inman. Sincerely yours from G-Mac, sweetheart. Happy birthday, little mama. She is turning 11 years old, y'all. Man. So as my boss said that, he was like, man, how do you wear this stuff? How do you put this stuff on? I said, dude, man, you have to be a woman to understand that. He was like, do I have to be a woman? I said, yeah, you surely do. And he was like, screw you, G. Screw you. Why you calling me a woman? I was like, dude, you asked me. You asked me. I said, man, you was making fun of my damn hair because I'm losing my hair. So I'm making fun of you because you're a damn woman. He was like, take your ass home. Get up out of here and go home. I was like, man, I was like, calm yourself down, dude. Calm your ass down. So he was like, and then he probably like 10 minutes later, he called me back. He was like, G, what you doing? I said, man, I'm driving home. He was like, what time you coming in the morning? I said, I'm not for sure. I'm not for sure what time it will be. He was like, well, when you come, make sure you put your hair on. I said, man, Jerk, if you don't leave me alone, man, and stop making fun of me, man. Leave me and my damn hair alone, man. It's already bad enough. It's already bad enough. I got to deal with it with Angie and Brittany and my sister and everybody else, man. That's already bad enough. Don't make things worse for me. Cause like, gee, man, you know I gotta give you a hard time, man. You know I gotta give you a hard time. Say, yeah, I know. Every day you want to give me a hard time. When can I have you know what I'm saying? When can I have a time that's not hard at all? He was like, when you're away from the yard and when you're away from me and not working. I was like, good God almighty. I was like, dude, man, you would spoil a bad dream. You know that? He was like, yeah, I know. A lot of people done told me. And I was like, man, come on now. And I was like, I'll holler at you tomorrow, man. Peace. He was like, alright, yeah, man, alright. You know, sometimes the boss, he is cool. Sometimes, but not all the time, because sometimes he do act like a little woman. Sometimes. But I guess y'all know how that goes. Y'all know exactly how that goes there. Woo-wee, man. Alright. Now I gotta unload cars off of trucks and all kind of other stuff I gotta do. Alrighty. Man, go ahead and get this stuff off the truck right quick so they can get the hell out of my hair. It ain't nothing but 2 trash cans is all it is. 2 trash cans. I believe it's 2 trash cans. It may be 1 trash can. Yeah, it's a trash can and a cracked up key. That's exactly what it is. It's cracked up keys, but they ain't really worth the tape. They ain't worth tape. Good old trash can right there. Let me go ahead and get this whole cracked up right here. So old cracked up Kia. Man, y'all give me a scissor. Done spotted another lemon drop. This time right here, this is a Nissan Xterra. Golly, man. All these lemon drops are dropping in. Yes, I remember maybe about 2.5 years ago. So me and Cowboy, man, we over there working at the money spot. My money spot over there. So we got this Mercedes SUV, right? So it's me, Cowboy, and white boy Alex, right? So I got to finish, you know what I'm saying, processing the Mercedes and everything. And the Mercedes had this metal bracket over the gas tank, right? So I couldn't even, you know what I'm saying, I couldn't even make a hole through this plate because this plate was, you know what I'm saying, really, really thick, you know? And I told Cowboy, I said, Cowboy, hey, take this down, man. Stick it off in the crusher, flip it over, and put a hole in the gas tank, man, so we get that gas to drain up out of there, because I can't go through it, man, because of the metal plate. He's like, I got you, G, don't worry about it, I got you. So Cowboy did. He got it. He flipped it over inside the crusher, right? So as he flipped it over in the crusher, so he went to go slicing the gas tank. You know what I mean? Slice it open so we can so we can get the gas out of it. And soon as he sliced it, man, the fork had touched the crusher, because I guess it was some static electricity, I guess something. So soon as the fork touched the crusher, man, whoom, I mean, everything went up, everything. And see, this is about the time when me and Cowboy, there was a big old puddle of sewer water that always sat in front of the crusher, because there was a underground pipe that was busted. So it was always sewer water right there in front of the crusher. We was always walking in it, you know what I mean, just to, you know, pick up metal and stuff, because you couldn't scrape it out, because every time you scrape it out, the water would just come right back. It's come right back. So as it caught fire, I told Cowboy, I said, man, Cowboy, grab that damn car, man, and throw it in that water. Throw it in the water now. Just throw it off in there. So he grabbed it. He threw it off in there, and as he grabbed it, a big old splash of gas came out the gas tank. And man, and me and Alex, we're standing like right there, almost in front of the crusher, but we're standing kind of like in the sewer water a little bit. So just in case, if it doesn't go out, we could use the fire extinguishers. So as Cowboy got it, like I say, a big old splash of gasoline came out. And as the gasoline came out, it ignited. And as it ignited, that big old ball, man, just came straight towards me and Alex, man. I mean, we could even feel the intense heat from that fireball just coming straight at us, man. So as that right there happened, me and Alex, we just jumped out the way real quick. I mean, we jumped out fast. So, and as we jumped out, you know what I'm saying, as we jumped out the way, the fireball went exactly right there where we at, and then it went out. You know what I mean? I mean, just imagine if we still stood right there, and that fireball of gasoline just came and got on us, man. Would have been burnt the hell up. So, as I told Cowboy to grab it out, he threw it off in the sewer water, right? So we threw it off in the sewer water, and he got it put out. But still, the crusher was still on fire. On the inside of the crusher, it was still on fire. So me and Alex, we grabbed the fire extinguishers, right? So we finally, you know, after maybe about 10 minutes of fighting that fire with maybe about seven fire extinguishers, as we finally got it out, and we was just about to get ready to go to lunch, and Alex, he was like, hey, man, I think something's still burning. Something is still burning. So we looked up under the crusher, man, the whole underbelly of the crusher was just on fire up under there. So I was like, Cowboy, go get that little bitty car over there. Go get it, flip it over, stick your forks to the bottom. We finna start shoving that sewer water up under the crusher. So we just kept doing that, shoving. Then it finally went out, man. Finally went out after probably maybe about 10 minutes of Cowboy just shoveling the water up there, going back and forth, just non-stop, just shoveling. We had finally got it out then, and we went back to go check, you know what I'm saying, to go check the damage of it. Man, y'all, I mean, it literally burnt the whole entire belly of the Crusher. I mean, just the whole entire belly of it was just black. You know, I mean, it didn't melt the metal or anything, because I don't think that fire was just that intense to melt the metal. But man, I mean, the bottom of the Crusher, y'all, was just solid black, man. And then probably right after that, and we came back, you know what I'm saying, after that we checked everything, we went to lunch, we came back, y'all, that damn Mercedes SUV was still on fire on the inside, because the inside had a whole bunch of plastic, and had some cotton and clothes off in there and everything, and all that stuff right there had caught. But then, you know what I'm saying, like I said, we thought we put it all the way out, but I guess it didn't go all the way out, man, because we come back from lunch, man. That baby right there, she was still smoking on fire, y'all. I was like, man, just imagine if we would have had crushed it and threw it in the bundle and threw that bundle on the truck. Man, that whole damn bundle would have just been on fire, y'all. Whole bundle would have been on straight fire mode. It's like, man. But like I say, man, in this field here, you come across all kind of stuff, man. I mean, there's all kind of stuff that can happen. I mean, anything can happen in the split second like that. It don't take that much. It does not take much at all. It just doesn't. Man, that's some scary stuff, man. That's another, that right there is another dangerous encounter that I had. Close danger encounter of being burnt. I mean, permanently burnt, man. Where it would probably be like 3rd degree burns. You know what I mean? But like I say, man, that fireball, man, that fireball was pretty damn hot, man. Because me and Alex, boy, we felt that heat, man. I mean, we felt it. Man, I tell you that right now, y'all, I do not want to go through that again, man. That is something really, really scary, man. You got clothes on, and then your clothes is already got gasoline on them already, and already got oil on it, and then you add more gasoline, a fireball gasoline. Man, your whole ass gonna be on fire, man. I mean, it's literally gonna be on fire. Literally. Man. Y'all know what, y'all? I think this right here is gonna be the last car for right now, y'all. Man, I gotta go move some stuff around on the other side over there, and that's gonna take me a little bit to get to that. But it'll be alright. It will be A-okay, man. But y'all know what the deal is. Y'all know what time it is with G-Money, man. But y'all know what? Y'all stay up, and I'll stay up. Peace.